Hi everyone, really good to see you again. Now, the eagle eyes amongst you would recognise this building behind me. It's Bristol Cathedral, and that's where we've come today, Bristol. So we're out of London and we said we're going to move around the country, and that's what we're doing. Now, what are we doing today? We're doing something a little bit different. We're going to Miller and Carter. Not for the steak, although I am going to have a steak. We're actually coming here because they do a buffet breakfast. Now, there's 5 different locations that do buffet breakfast, and I wasn't really that aware of it. So now I know we've already done a Miller and Carter video. However, this is a full review today. So we're doing the buffet breakfast and then we're going to have a steak meal afterwards, because there's a hell of a long way to come just for a breakfast. As always, let's give it a go. Lots of seagulls. The one thing I forgot to tell you is Miller and Carter is actually in the Marriott Hotel. Interesting. Okay, so here we are inside. Wow, what a really gorgeous restaurant. Very spacious. What I do like is the amount of space there are between all the different tables. Staff here, very attentive, bang, straight. Is that table good enough for you? No, is there any chance of moving to a bigger one? No problem, sir. So we move to a bigger table. Now, obviously they've got the buffet there. And the interesting thing on the buffet is you actually want a fresh omelette cooked as well. You're gonna have a fresh omelette, so that's a nice touch. But just to give you other options out here, they've got a power-up breakfast, which is Scottish smoked salmon with smashed avocado, poached eggs, and all the rest of it. That's £14.50. Eggs Royale, that's £12.50. You can have the Eggs Benedict. I do like Eggs Benedict. That's £11.50. And you've got the brioche French toast with berries. However, I'm interested in the buffet. So let's go up and take a look. Okay, if you take a look here, you've got all the cereal mixes here, fruits here as well. You've got skim milk, full fat milk, got a fantastic range of jams, marmites. You've got some chocolate spread there. We've got the strawberry jam, some honey. Yeah, fantastic range, and you've got a nice range of pastries. And if you move further down here, you've got the fruits here, fruit salad, watermelon, melon, pineapple, some cheeses, smoked salmon, chorizo, ham, yogurts, the breads for toast. And finally, a range of juices there, orange, apple, cranberry. So yeah, fantastic range. What I'm going to do, I'm going to tuck in here and get some fruit, because I like my fruit to liven up the palate before I dive into my breakfast. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, here we are at the dreaded toaster machine. I'm going to try this in a minute. Every time I use one of these things, my toast either comes out completely burnt or not done at all. Nightmares, absolute nightmares. Let's take a look at the breakfast. Okay, I'm going to say presentation-wise, that looks really good. You have the mushrooms in there. Loads of mushrooms. Beans. I'm going to grab some beans in a second. Scrambled egg. And just take a look down here. You've got poached eggs, you've got fried eggs, tomatoes, hash browns, vegetarian sausages, pancakes. Then over here is the bacon. And finally, the pork sausages. Now, the thing you've got to bear in mind here, the thing you've got to bear in mind here is we have come near the end of service. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fill my plate and I'll see you guys shortly. Let's start with the sausage. A good sausage makes the breakfast. Okay, so went up, got myself, take a look here, a couple of the sausages, a fried egg, a hash brown, that's a tomato with balsamic vinegar, some beans and a couple of slices of bacon, and strange enough, I managed to burn it. Incredible. Now, what I also have done, I've asked them if it's possible for me to have an omelette. I just asked for a plain omelette. They said, yeah, no problem. The chef's doing it now. In fact, I can hear him doing it now. So we'll see that shortly. Now, let's get a little bit of pepper here. Now, you've got to bear in mind, you can get as much or as little as you actually wanted. I just want to get a nice sample here. So let's start off with the eggs. Nice colour to the eggs, and considering it's been on on a hot plate there. I thought, no, then the yolk would be set by now, but no, that's okay. Let's have that with a little bit of a hash brown. Now, as usual, hash brown could be that little bit more. In fairness to this one, there is a bit of crispiness there. Again, just that tiny bit more crispness to it. Now, let's take a look at the sausages here. Now, I like the colour of these sausages. Take a look close up in there. Nice colour to them. Let's cut in. Some herbs in there. Pork sausages. I'll tell you, that is a quality sausage. Take a bit of a close up in there. Excellent herbs in there, brilliant pork content. What I do like is the way they're cooked as well. They're cooked just the way I like them. Good sausage makes the breakfast. Now, let's move on to the bacon. It's slightly overdone. I do mean slightly overdone. It's not smoked bacon, it is back bacon. Take a look on that and take just a quick look on that one. You can see it's just, where it's been in the hot plate, it's just slightly overdone, but a lot better than the bacon I've seen in a lot of places. Oh wow, that's perfect. Looks fantastic. Thank you very much.
Would you like any more hot drinks?
No, I'm absolutely fine at the moment. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, it's only a couple of minutes. Again, take a look at the omelette. That looks really good as well. Okay, I'll come to that in a second. But yeah, the bacon just slightly overdone. Possibly been a tiny bit harsh on that, but yeah. Onto the tomato. Do like the tomato. Tell you what I do like. I like that balsamic vinegar with it. That really livens it up. That's a good idea, that is. And beans are beans. The other thing that's quite interesting here is everything's nice and hot. Again, that's always the fear in buffets, that the beans aren't hot enough or everything dries out and it's just not hot. This is, so that's really, really good. Now, try the omelette. Now, it's not often you get that at a buffet, do you? I mean, that's just, I think that's a clever touch, that is. That omelette's nicely seasoned. That is really good. And it's very hot as well. Now, the interesting thing on the omelette front is you can have any omelette you want. If you want ham and cheese, mushroom, they'll do it for you, no problem. And if I want another one, again, not an issue. Excellent touch, that is. Okay. Oh, got myself some orange juice. And what I'm going to do is butter my toast and dive in here. Overall impressions. I'm really impressed. I do like them sausages. They're excellent sausages. I love the idea of the omelette. That's really clever. Oh, the other thing, the lady did say to me, if you're not happy with your eggs, or if you'd like some poached eggs or whatever, just go and ask the chef and he'll do it for you. So again, attention to detail is really good. Nice touches. Okay, I'm going to crack on here and I'll see you guys shortly. Okay, that was really enjoyable. What I've got to do now is I've got to go to the front desk and then I've got to pay. And what I'm going to do is see you outside. Now, how much do you think that was worth? I'll tell you outside. Okay, so here we are outside. Paid my bill. Now, before I go on to that bill, I've got to tell you something. That restaurant is beautiful. Service, incredibly good. The buffet itself, nice range. There's a real nice range. And what I really liked there was the fact that you can order your eggs fresh again if you want them fresh, or order an omelette, which I did. Loved the sausages. They were the star of the show. And I liked the fact that it was all nice and hot. How much did you make it though? Price? £18.50. Now I actually think that's a little bit expensive. I've got to bear in mind, we are here at the Marriott, so it's Miller & Carter inside the Marriott Hotel, if you like, so you've got to bear that in mind. But from my point of view, that's just slightly overpriced. You know, I've had another buffet there at the Premier Inn, and that was sort of £9.99, I think, and just under a tenner. Was this almost twice as good? I actually don't think it was, but it was good. There's plenty of quality there, service, and the ambience of the place. That was all good. What mark am I going to give it? Well, you're going to have to wait Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to just have a little wander around Bristol, and then I'm going for a steak back here again at Miller and Carter, as you're aware. Okay, I'll see you guys shortly. Woohoo! Here we go. Okay, just had a wander around Bristol. Got to tell you, beautiful city, really worth a visit. Now, for the second time today, let's give it a go. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. I've worked it off. Okay, so here we are, back in the restaurant. It's the same lovely restaurant that I was in earlier on, so no need to describe that again. Now, I've got the two menus here. You've got the bigger menu, which is the nibbles, starters and sharers, steaks your way. I've done this before, and I had their black Angus ribeye steak, 10-ounce ribeye steak, and that was cooked really, really nicely. They've got signature dishes here, sauces, all the rest of it. However, today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm actually going to go for their fixed price lunch menu. Now, the interesting thing on this is that's £16.95, so actually that's cheaper than coming here for the buffet breakfast. Now, they've got a range of 4 starters there: mushrooms, calamari, halloumi, and some sticky chicken. I'm going to go for the salt and pepper calamari. And then off the mains, so I've got a choice of sandwiches, burgers, fish and chips, and all the rest of it, barbecue ribs. But I'm actually going to go for their one of their steaks. Now, you can have a 7-ounce rump steak, or you can have their filet mignon, which is 5-ounce. That is a £6.50 supplement. So I'm actually ordering that. I want that medium rare. That comes with balsamic glazed tomatoes, your choice of seasoned fries, onion loaf. You can have mixed salad with that if you want as well. Now, I'm also going to have a peppercorn sauce there. The interesting thing here is that's a 5-ounce filet mignon. If you actually have the 8-ounce fillet steak off the main menu, it's £35.50. So this kind of seems to me a lot more value. Okay, see you when the food arrives. Okay, so my starters arrived. It's the calamari. Take a look in there. I've moved all the greenery out of the way. I've got to say, that's a nice portion there. It's a very nice portion. Got the lemon there as well, and the garlic and lemon dip. So, squeeze a little bit of lemon in there. Got a couple of pips in there, so I'll watch out for them. Let's see what it tastes like. You know, a better plan here. Let's put them out on the plate. Yep, they're all out. Let's grab this fella who tried to escape. Again, a couple of things about that. One, it was very, very hot. It was nice and hot. But two, calamari can be really chewy if it's overdone. That's not been overdone, so that's really good. Let's dip it in here. See, that's very thick, isn't it? So, garlic and lemon. The hint of garlic off there isn't a hint. It's like bang, there's real heavy garlic flavour in there. And you can taste the lemon as well. It goes perfectly, absolutely perfectly with the calamari. Is it the most interesting starter I've ever had? Probably not. I mean, the reality is it's just deep-fried calamari. Flavours are there. Actually, if you take a close-up there, you can see the coating there on the batter. Has got some seasoning in there. So yeah, it's just a bit boring, isn't it, the calamari? Yeah, I think if you're going to have calamari, I think it's got to be fresh calamari, and I think you've got to be having a nice ice cold glass of white wine, looking over the sea there, and yeah, that's a bit more like it. Yeah, but it's not bad. Okay, so my steaks arrived. So move them out of the way. I've got my fries there. I got my filet mignon. It's 5-ounce, and the interesting thing is it's 30-day aged, and they actually source all their meats from the UK and Ireland as well, so that's interesting. And I've got a peppercorn sauce here, the onion loaf, the obligatory bit of green stuff, and a small little piece of tomato there. That's tiny actually. That's very small. Okay, what I'm going to do is pour the chips on. Brilliant. So I'm just going to move that out of the way here. My old peppercorn sauce. I'm going to start with the steak. Let's move that around here. Let's cut in. I've ordered that medium rare. Let's turn that around there. Actually, do you know, I'll take more of a look there. That's definitely medium. That's not medium rare. My mistake. Yeah, that's definitely medium. Anyhow, let's see what it tastes like. That cut very nicely. Okay, I've had a couple of pieces of it. It's very, very tender. It's juicy, but the one thing is, it's tasteless. It's very bland. Quite incredible. And again, if you take a close up there on that's the end piece there, you can see that is actually more medium to well done. A little bit disappointed there because that is actually very, very bland. It's got lovely griddle marks on it. Now you've got the garlic butter on top there. All in all, I was expecting more flavour. Now I will come back to that. Anyhow, onto the onion loaf. Now the interesting thing is, I've had onion loaf at Miller and Carter a couple of times, and each time it's kind of very, very overdone. This looks perfectly done. Yeah. There's a nice crispness there on the outside of the onions, but inside, lovely and soft. Now, I'm impressed with that. Now let's try some of the peppercorn sauce. Let's put that on there. Now, that looks actually nice and thick. Now, the only way to try that is again with another piece of steak. So let's cut that off. Let's put that in there. You see the whole peppercorns in there as well. And that is a good peppercorn sauce. I do like the consistency in there. Taste the peppers. That is a really good pepper sauce, so no complaints on that. The thing that's very apparent here, with these chain restaurants, from restaurant to restaurant, the quality varies immensely. So I've been to Mirror and Castle a couple of times myself, and I've had very, very nice meals. This is a bit disappointing. This is, if you like, just lacking in attention. Again, I haven't come to the meagre piece of tomato that's there, but that's not great. The onion loaf is fine. That's strangely enough, that's better than what I normally get. Steak isn't. It's not a brilliant piece of steak. The fries are okay, but overall, I'm sitting here a little bit disappointed. Yeah, yeah. It is just that point. It does depend on which restaurant you happen to go to. There's no major consistency there. Oh well, I'm going to crack on. I'll see you guys shortly. Bit disappointed. Okay, so I've got the bill and I've paid the bill. What I'm going to do is give my final thoughts outside. I wonder what your final thoughts are. See you shortly. Okay, so here we are outside. How did my day go at Miller and Carter? Well, I've got to tell you, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I enjoyed the buffet. I thought it was good. I thought it was a little bit pricey at £18.50, but you know what? I'd actually go back again. What mark am I going to give it? What mark did you give it? I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10, and I will go back there for the buffet. However, the steak experience. Now, it's a set menu, £25.40. Now, obviously there was an additional charge because of the filet mignon and yeah, well, what can I say? The issue being, there is no consistency in these chains, and that's my opinion. Because the last time I was at Miller and Carter, I had a nice meal. I gave it an 8 out of 10. I was like, yeah, it's really good. And loads of you commented and said, actually, I think it's a little bit pricey. I think it's overrated. And I was like, no, I think that's a little bit harsh. And then I've come here today, and I'm kind of like, again, look a little bit silly because I think you're right. I think it is a little bit overrated. Certainly that set menu was. What mark I'm going to give that? On this occasion, I can't give it any more than 4. A 4 out of 10. Not sure I'll try that again either. Now, I'd love to hear your comments. What did you think of Miller and Carter? You can like and subscribe to the channel. You know I always appreciate that. And until next time, bye-bye.